telling a story anymore. He's just reminiscing.
What? Can't it be both? The entirety of the old world, Lord Exo and 2X met face to face. Surrounded by the bodies of their followers, their weapons were drawn. One siphoning the souls of the corrupted, and the other was fueled by sacrifice. One takes, the other receives. Swordswing cut down mountains, and each strike sent shockwaves that knocked the wind out of your chest. I could barely breathe as I watched from a distance, scanning each dramatic moment into memory.
You worship a psychopath! All those people and everything he's done! It's
magnificent! Their battle went on for days, then weeks. Pockets of unstable energy were scattered across the landscape because of their abilities. 2X watched as everything he fought to protect crumbled, while Lord Exo thrived in the chaos. It was then that 2X had to make a choice. When 2X's army fought exhaustion, Lord Exo's never tired. If he didn't end the battle soon, all he wanted to protect would be lost. Looking to his strongest fighters, they willingly sacrifice themselves to create a prison. Only a few seconds, he turned thousands of his followers into an energy source. And then...
That's when the God Cube was created.
enough of the story! Tell me where Dispatcher is!
Man, you're such a buzzkill! All I did was help murder one of the two people keeping your realm from collapsing, and maybe causing you to lose your friend. Who cares? You think you have it bad? I lost my favorite frog in that battle! Man, right through the best parties.
Commander!
Created. 2X caught Lord Exo off guard. When the swords connected, he grabbed the hilt and held Lord Exo in place. The corruption from the sword burned his hand, but 2X used his followers to drag Lord Exo into the cube.
Where was 2X when Lord Exo came back?
How should I know? Maybe he was standing on a cliff with a galaxy in his hand, honor farming or something.
Careful. Whatever that enemy is, they're hurting us with those shockwaves.
Just like how the old world was hurting everyone who survived the war, Now that Lord Exo was defeated, 2X was left with an uninhabitable wasteland that became the Nil Zone.
We were in the old world?
What's left of it? In the Nil Zone was beginning to corrupt the few that remained, including myself. So that was when 2X used the rest of his power to create Paradise, the seed of a growing tree that all realms are created from. Leaving the old world behind, everyone started making a new home that 2X had always envisioned. Cities were created, landscapes were terraformed, alliances were made, and it was all so beautiful. Yet it's like boring! How pointless! Why would you create the most impressive realm in the universe with smiling families and overwhelming prosperity? It isn't any drama!
What is wrong with you?
Wasn't all bad, though. When I was in Paradise, I found the most gorgeous woman of all.
Hard to imagine anyone would fall in love with you.
If you say one more thing, they'll be forced to change the game's age rating.